Hello guys, I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the first ever episode of Axelcraft. I have been playing Minecraft for over 10 years. Recently started to pick it up again with the 1.17 version and finally started this world with the Caves and Cliffs update with the new world generation. And I finally decided to share my experiences with you guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. So like I said, I started this world around 2 or 3 months ago with the Caves and Cliffs update. I looked specifically for a seed with a jungle and also a mesa nearby because in my last world both were really far away and I really wanted to use some of the materials from these two biomes a little more than previously. So anyway, let's get started. When I arrived at the island, first thing I did was to build a starter hut. I used the materials that I collected on the way, which is mainly jungle wood and some birch wood, as you can see here. I still really like this design. I mean, it makes for like a really light beach hut style with the trapdoors and the open spaces in between. And it also adds like this like modular window design that I still really like and might do in a bigger project in the future. Other than that, it's just your standard hut with bed, some chests, workbench and furnaces, and also on the floor you can see like the glazed terracotta from Mesa biome, which I still don't really know if I'm gonna use it on all my builds because it's like very popping and bright, but it might be a little too much for some builds. We'll see about that later. Over here we have our first captured animal. Actually, it was like this llama that my sons named Heinz Taufeschmidt. What? Heinz? Yes, Heinz Taufeschmidt. They thought it was really funny, and so do I. Anyway, let's sleep real quick since it's getting dark, and I want you to see everything in the bright. Over here we have our panda, which I captured from the jungle. I mean, we're definitely gonna make him like a bit bigger enclosure later on. Okay. From the starter hut, we have this path leading to the first starter house. You can see I used some deep slate for the path and also for the houses. Second thing I did after the starter was actually to start a mine. It's over there. We're just gonna go there in a second. And with the materials I gathered from my first mining session and also some wood, I built this starter house. I tried to like blend it into the environment, use the materials I had gathered so far, which was mainly sand, andesite, some tough deep slate and also some wood, and also again the terracotta floor. I built a little kitchen area with an anvil, stone cutter, some chests that are empty now since I have a storage room now. And over up here we have this like little sleeping area with a bed. Yeah, I still really like this, and so far I try to stick with this building design, and I might do the same for the rest of the island. Why do I say island? Because we're actually on a small island, you will see in a minute, because we're gonna go up to the Mesa Peak. Over here we have the Nether portal, and right here I built this little bridge across this water body to enter the mine. I actually did the mine entrance just recently. It's like this working entrance for a long time, and I finally decided to decorate a little bit better. So we have the mine, which goes down to the diamond level with one stop on the iron level, I think. And over here I have already built a water elevator because up here I want to do my enchanting setup, which is gonna be one of my next projects. Let me put on the elytra real quick and show you what I mean with the island, because actually what I chose to settle on is this island, which consists mainly of some sand, but it also has this like dirt area with some grass, and the stony shore, I think that's what it's called, on the north end, where I did my most recent build. We're gonna get to that in a little while. Yeah. So basically, over there is a hut, the starter house, and the next thing I did were some basic animal enclosures, which we have over here. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, I'm still not really used to flying. It's actually my first elytra ever, so I still have to get used to that. So over here we have like the basic animal enclosures, pigs, sheep, some chicken, some cows. Let me see if I get lucky. I mean, I should do it over here if it really spawns one. Never lucky. Anyway, and over here we have some rabbits, which I thought were really funny. I still want to breed them a little more, so I have like this huge flock of rabbits. Do you call it a flock? I don't even know. Yeah, I also had to do this like double entrance because they kept escaping in the beginning, but this seems safe enough for now. We have some chorus fruits here. Still don't know what I'm gonna do with those. And over here we actually have one of the later builds, which is my storage room. I mean, I had like chests everywhere on the island. I finally decided to put it together. As you can see, I still haven't done a floor here because I have not decided yet whether I want to do it with terracotta or not. So we're just gonna leave it like this. Over here we have like this our chests with all the stuff in it, and like this little composter setup for some bone meal. I built it so it is like accessible from all directions, since it's like the main building I'm using for a lot of things. Anyway, let's get to the next building, and of course it had to start raining, but doesn't matter for now. Next build I did was a sheep farm, which is over here. We just came through the back entrance. Front entrance is over here across the starter hut. I tried to go for a little bit of a barn-like structure. I don't know, I haven't really gotten it yet, but we'll build another barn for the cows in the not too distant future, I think. And over here we have like this very simple design of an automatic sheep farm that I just copied 16 times for the different colors. And down here you can see we have boxes with the chests down here where all the wool is getting funneled into by some hoppers. So I have a nice supply of all the wool colors that are available right now. We use some of the end rods I found, which I really like with this texture pack as lighting, and that's basically this. So now I went to the northern end of the island where one of my first farms was built. This is actually a villager breeder. All I have to do to start it is just flick, oh, you can see it right now, it's this lever up here, which is connected to this dropper with some food in it. It will drop down to two villages that are right beneath this, and the children will drop down here. When they're grown up, I just have to push the button on this dispenser and a minecart is shooting out, ready to be used. So what I'm doing right now is to kind of cover up the farms that I've built so far, which are actually two. We're gonna get to the second one in a minute. And the last thing I did was to cover up this villager breeder with a lighthouse. It's actually not your typical lighthouse with like white and red. This build was actually inspired by a lighthouse that is found in a city near my hometown, which is called Kiel, and I'll show you a picture of it right here. So without any further ado, I'll take you to the time lapse of me building this lighthouse. Enjoy! And here we have it. I think it turned out really great. After the time lapses, I also did some last touches. I first couldn't decide where to put the entrance, but I didn't want to put it down there where the villagers came out, so I did it right here. We have like a little living area for the lighthouse keeper, and you can go up this ladder to the observation platform with the light a little bit higher up. Yeah, so I actually really like how this turned out. Covers up the villager breeder, um, and puts like this little accent to the northern stony end of my island. So you might have wondered where this railway leads to, and it's actually to the second farm that I've built in this world so far, which is an iron farm. The design is by JC Place, which I really like to use because his tutorials are just great. It's actually an iron farm for a peaceful world, which I'm playing in right now. I mean, I'm usually switching between peaceful and easy since it's just more relaxing to me. So this is actually an iron farm that works without a zombie. There's 5 villages in each of these capsules. So that's what the railroad was for. I just put them all in here. Iron golem spawn in here, get transported down there, killed by lava, and the iron funnels down into these chests. I have been running it for quite some time, and I don't think I'll get into any iron trouble in the near future. You can see the golem killer at work. So one of the next projects is definitely going to be covering this one up, which is going to be a little tricky because I cannot use building blocks around this, I think, because the island golems would start to spawn on a roof of, for example, a house. So I'm actually thinking about maybe building like a roof out of leaves, make this like a leaf hall or something, but I'm not entirely sure yet. We could also use some slabs. We'll see about that soonish. Well, guys, this was an introduction to my world and what I have done so far with the little lighthouse build today. Next things up is, like I said, going to be the cover up of the iron farm and the enchanting setup over there. I hope you liked it. Hope you're gonna tune in for the second episode, which I am working on right now. And until then, I wish you a nice day and hope to see you again soon. And please consider liking and subscribing my videos because it really means a lot to me. Thank you.